When we step out a vehicle, you get out a eagle. Funeral parlor with the powder people. Shot pierce your skin like you get out an eagle. We evil than the Asians, we come from medieval. Said that them wicked not do half a we do. Shot in fresh body like flower with weevil. AK, spray, sneak. So tell them sip a Red Bull and fly away. Fly away, tell them fly away. Them never take it, so them die away. Die away, they pussy them die away. Tell them sip a Red Bull and fly away. Fly away, tell them fly away. Me say them never take it, so them die away. Die away, they pussy them die away.
Beat them bad. We not sweating at the studio, you mad. Who that I take if I sprint bird? Brown man smoke all of the herb. Don't chat in my studio, you rude. Me and go out here, me mixing cube. Me not standing on the boot. Me sit down and record, cause me way too smooth and cute. Hopping out the studio, me fresh.
Hey, give me that next thing.
Cup of matcha up on the mixing desk. Got it wash off of my face and neck. Jelly water up on the MIDI controller. Banana chips stuck in on my premolar. Ear con pan 24. Headphones pan 25. Only drip on the studio carpet. I know the hands waffy heat me alive. Hopping out the studio, I'm fresh.
Can you feel me?
You are smoking ciggies on board. My vetoed your request for the sub. Me the hunt for your cheaping plug. When me spot a little dust on the rug. Jar for me Dyson and her. When me get back the place well snug. Mosquito they a sting one blood. Pimento hide for the rascal bug. Hopping out the studio, I'm fresh.
Repellent against the dirt. Y'all feel me? Yeah, that's how we make it work. When we are working the beat. And then me, Alex Sauber. You know what I mean? Fresh cut like a bomb. What you say? What you say? I got it. What you say? What you say? I'm up in my studio. Fresh. Up in your studio. I'm up in my studio. Fresh. Up in your studio. I'm up in my studio. Fresh. Up in your studio.
Take Cameron on the rhythm, hey girl, pass me Ruga. Hey, dig down. I for me roll out on me rover and I me shop down pull over. Who's a go jump from here so straight back to Hanover. Take Cameron on the rhythm, hey girl, pass me Ruga. They pull it over, they so get turned over. Hey, hey dig now, hey dig now. We know we a go slow one. Hey Brooklyn, hey Brooklyn. A 6 foot now go send them. My. Them are no artists, they fool them lame. Tell them fi step cross the main. Hang go step in a dopey gun lane. A lyrics fly to them heart, exit your brain. Me send the bomb in a the bleaching cream. And when the fool pull it jar, him face licking. Him never know some cool and mean. I'm link with Mr. Leng, ooh, supreme. Me had my hype and a lip and yap. But me have as much grains in my glass. My. Me had my hype and I make a bag of that. But me left him lie down upper than a shop. Top he gon' turn up, they turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. The big gun style turn up, they turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. My, a chicky change, I with them fools a try. Are you great man, I want a whole a medi eye. They kick off the door, them not give no lie. Look how long the people, them a say my. Look how hard me try, we make mama no cry. The gear, the concrete, and me keep the plan. The new name fi spy, a kakai. Watch out me business identify. They put a running at the church or sanctify. When this one bust all your anti-Christ, become a cross and hungry like Rodney Price. I'm a bun pagan and anti-Christ. Turn up, so tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. The big gun style turn up, they turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. Roll out on my roof and I'm shut down pull over. Who's a go jump from your so straight back to Hanover. Take a man when they with him, they get past me Ruga. They pull it over, they so we turn over. Hey dig now, you know we have this slow one. Hey Brooklyn, a 6 foot me I go send them. Cause it there, hey Brooklyn, you know me got the fame. Them can't take me style and my game. Big and turn up, say turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. The big and turn up, say turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. Say the big and turn up, say turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, no born up. So tell them no turn up, no turn up. My, them are no artists, the fools them lame. Tell them fi step cross the main. Hang go step in a the big gun lane. A lyrics fly to them heart, exit through brain. We send the bomb in a the bleaching cream. And when the fool pull it jar, him face licking. Him never know say we call and mean. Now we liquid the big gun supreme. Me head my hype and a lip and yap. But me have as much brains in my glass. My. Me head my hype and a lip and yap. But me left him lie down upper than a shop. The big gun turn up, they turn up. So tell them no run up, no run up. So you will get born up, they born up. So tell them no turn up, No turn up, the pig on style turn up. So turn up, so tell them no run up. No run up, so you will get born up. So born up, so tell them no turn up. No turn up, my, a chicky treasure. I with them fools a try. I grade man, I wanna hold a medi eye. We kick off the door, them not give no blind. Look how long the people, them a say my. Look how hard we try, we make mama no cry. Give her the concrete and me keep the ply. No name we spy, in kakai. Watch out me business identify. You put a run in at the church or sanctify. When this one bust all your antichrist. Because me cross and angry like Rodney Cross. Because me bun plate and night.
Hello. I've got notes. Hi, welcome to Observatory. It's my second episode. You're with Nene. Every last Sunday. What month of the week is it? Second Sunday? It's on one of the Sundays at 6 p.m. And just thought I'd give a bit of context because I didn't quite explain in the last show. So, may or may not know, an observatory is essentially just a location which specialises in observed activity, typically terrestrial, marine or celestial, so thinking like big telescopes, radio, wave emitters and receivers rather. But it can be any institution picking up specialised knowledge on a subject area. I'm very interested in culture and how it shaped an experience, so I thought that having a theme for the show, while unnecessary, would help me just give the chaos in my mind some direction each month. Otherwise, who knows what would happen. So this week, it's just been Jamaican Independence Day, and it's been really heartwarming and uplifting to see all of the celebrations. But I think it's also worth just giving some space to the fact that it's quite a lot to chew on and experience as a Jamaican diaspora. And, I thought that it would be worth me just pulling up on some of the things that have come up for me this week. And with Carney later on in the month, I thought August was a good opportunity to dive into some of those things. In essence, I was at a really sick event on last Sunday at Artem. Come Sunday, jazz. If you've not been and you like jazz and you like dancing, what are you doing with your life? It was sick. Everyone's dancing together. People are sweating, jumping. People are doing break dancing, spinning on their hands in the middle of the floor, and everyone's just there together. And I was really glad to get to go again because it's a sick event. But it was also celebrations for Jamaican Independence Day that Sunday at Hockley, which I didn't realise. I didn't even know it was coming up. And so I got there and I saw all this popping off, and yeah, it was a strange feeling. And I think being in that hot little room in Artem and dancing with all these people and feeling this sense of belonging and joy and collective kind of movement, and then coming out into the Hockley space, which usually in the daytime is quite chilled and you can have a bit of a breather, and just entering that space and finding it was quite intense because it was popping up, it was busy, and just feeling a sense of this is so heartwarming. There's lots of Caribbean people here celebrating, and I was like, hang on a minute, where's my family and why did they not tell me this was happening? And just kind of digging a bit into the experience of having these great cultural artifacts to relate to and connect with, but also it being a bit bittersweet because of the ways that it reminds you of some of the disconnection and the challenges that come with being a part of that culture as well. That's just what's been in my head, and I thought I'd share it, and we'll talk about some things related to that. Hopefully it won't be too heavy. But I think most of this episode, I'm playing tracks from Equinox, which is a sick label that is Jamaican, and they are, looking at the Bandcamp article, reinventing the sound of dancehall. So they're based in Jamaica, but they're also based in Manchester. Just reading from the top of the article, you're listening to a track from the Jamaican label Equinox amid sticky bass, ringtone synths and glitching drums. An unmistakable sound suddenly ruptures the track, the sound of a screeching eagle. I feel like Equinox is so playful. Some of the stuff you'd listen to and you'd immediately know it was Jamaican, it was dancehall. And some of the stuff you'd listen to and you would like, is this music? Not in a bad way, just lots of sounds, lots of play, lots of experimentation. And I think for me, it was just bringing up that, you know, that kind of way that culture can be a kind of trigger of familiarity. All of those things that we recognize as familiar culture-wise were at one point just really strange and new. And just looking at how, you know, connecting to people with your cultural heritage or with your like creative interests, whether that's like a cultural connection or just being creative, mixing with other music lovers, it's also a really interesting way of like looking ahead at the future and how you want things to look and sound and feel and taste or whatever. I hope that made sense and that was followable. But I'm gonna dive into some tunes for a bit and then maybe come back and say a bit more specifically. But I've mostly played Equinox tunes. The last track I just played was actually from a Bristol label I discovered in my diggings this week called Bouquet Versions, which I don't have a link up to say more about, but they mix dancehall and experimental electronic stuff as well, and dub, and yeah, I think that was Ting's Hard Dub by G Sudden, and I think it slaps. What am I going to play next? No, that was Turn Up by G Sudden. I'm so sorry, G Sudden. We're going to now play Ting's Hard Dub, and it's on both decks somehow, so...
A G Sudden, I'm here represent for Seekers International. Straight out of Canada, I'm here to say RFDC. Rolling stop the gun. You know the thing go, I jabba. I'm here to say a friend I kill friend, you know. I'm here to say some man say them a friend to the end, you know. Who a family we deal with. You don't know. Hey, things are in the ghetto. 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 In the ghetto, things are. In the ghetto, things are. And seas, cinematic and the OC and the tech. See you far from that truth, you build dead. No for them no want to see you shine. Here down and tell you fi go do the crime. Inna the ghetto things hard. Inna the ghetto touch. Ready in the streets. Bad mind, friendly man, he goes so. You want to rob, you want to kill, you want to shoot, you want to steal. Who can't hear, you know them and you feel. Hey, things are in the ghetto. Things are in the ghetto. Things are in the ghetto. Tell him and them with the gun, them things and seas. Matic and the pussy and the tech. Stay far from that truth, them build dead. Let them better stay in them crown laments. Stay in your shell, one free well. Hey, no for them no want to see you shine. You're gonna tell you we go to the crime. No for them want to end up in a body. In a the ghetto things. In a the ghetto. No justice. Them a overseas. Please, cut a gun ready in the street. Be a fool, them a eat. Shoot your own skin. Can't hear from what them a Jesus, I
Eagle from the article. To enter a raffle, win a falafel, which is from the 2016 double LP Bird Sound Power, which kind of early on for them, I think, made their sound reach many more people around the globe. This is domestic music for skeptical dogs by label producer originator Gavsborg, from the album Jamaican Drum Machine, which has got a lot of bangers on. But this is one of the more playful ones that I feel like you don't immediately know where it's coming from. But it has got that Caribbean kind of heritage by the beach sound to it. So. Okay. Oh, right. So, back on topic, and then I'll play some more tunes. So, what this has brought up for me recently, Independence Day, real trigger into the concept of independence. Left my job recently, and just been processing historic stuff. I feel like a lot of people I talk to are in a time of change. And I think for me, personally, independence, liberation, especially when you're from global majority, liberation is such like a, it unites people, freedom is a constant struggle kind of thing. But finding those little opportunities, those pockets of time where independence is reached, or even thinking about Jamaican independence, has brought me a lot of pause, because I think that independence is kind of a philosophy, to my observation, more than a destination. It's a destination at each increment, but I feel like independence is a responsibility. So once you acquire it, you have to keep going, and you have to you wake up each day in the starting block, so to speak. So I've written down, independence is a commitment to self-determination. So it's important for Jamaican people to celebrate the freedoms and the self-ownership that they have been able to acquire, because that's incredible and so important, especially when you kind of question, independence is truth in a way, because it's like, who else should be owning you but yourself? But then you have to start to look at what you're doing with it and how you're maintaining those freedoms for everyone involved. I think that bringing it back to culture and music, I think that what better way to preserve and design your independence but through creativity. So I feel like through creativity we're often imagining things that we want, and that's always going to be a few steps ahead of where we are. I think there's a lot of work today, then we're kind of like doing a lot of throwbacks, dressing in eras of the past, and a lot of nostalgia that we see in current culture generally, even to the point where we're creating things nowadays that are like nostalgia of nostalgia. I hope I'm making sense, but let me land. What I found interesting is that when you're looking at the past and you're looking at your roots to kind of find your identity and use that as a compass for your own independence, you're actually looking for authority again behind you in some ways. And it's scary. It's a scary process to kind of like realize that if you don't like what's being served, you kind of have to like go into the kitchen and learn how to cook beyond the point of which you resist the authority of what's being served and decide that you won't have it anymore. It's like you still got to eat, you still got to constitute yourself. And so I think that, we've got a reverb. I feel like independence is bittersweet again, because it's realizing that there is no promised land or escape from what you're running from, as much as it's the freedom of choice. It's the freedom to make choices and decisions and find a sense of autonomy. Not freedom from, but freedom to. And that got me thinking about home and reframing that sense of home, which I feel like is very closely connected to independence and identity, and how home is sort of become this utopia, especially for people from diaspora wanting to move back home, or people who've been, that have been displaced, wanting to move home. But as time is constantly moving forward for all of us, home is a shifting concept. And I've been reading a bit of James Baldwin, because who else is gonna bring us home but James? And he said some really interesting things, because he moved to Paris partway through his writing career when he was just looking at the US, and as much as he spoke about love and about loving his country and loving the people within it and the role of the artist in that, his friends were not having a good time. And he just realized he couldn't expand and be himself and have love for himself within that place. And there's some really interesting letters that were written between his friend and himself. His friend's trying to convince him to move back to the US. And in 1950, 57 letter, a high school friend to a high school friend, Baldwin would insist it was necessary to get over the idea that there was some place out there where he would fit in once he had made some real peace with himself. He said, the place in which I'll fit will not exist until I make it. And I think that is what's come up to me in a lot of this reflection on, you know, a country and its diaspora celebrating its independence, families coming together to do that. Some families more disparate, especially in Caribbean communities, because of how, you know, their lives have been shaped since they've moved here. And just kind of looking into, you know, that's not necessarily a breakdown in a sense of a failure or a loss, but like looking into that for opportunities to create new things, you know, take the pieces of the culture that you have got and create new things, you know, not just in terms of multiculturalism, but in terms of like, you know, the boundless self-ownership of, you know, taking what you want from what you've been left with and building forward with your imagination. Oh, I'm sounding so sentimental, but it's just the Independence Day. It's really gotten to me. So I'm going to play some more music because I've got 20 minutes left. I've got 20 minutes left. And there's a lot more tunes that slap to be heard. So let's go.
Amongst few. Government. Just get the weed from Epican. Link time car Barbican. Up to gal we American. Run the place like Elephant Man. Take time like Skeleton. Me never forward from London. Son of David Radigan. Run the place like Elephant Man. She's
rich and hot like any con man. Gun pan belly DMX stop man. Ride round town pan me little scooter van. Run the place like Elephant Man. Go Waterhouse, go link War 21. Bust out your jelly like coconut man. Left red and white like polka dot man. Run the place like Elephant Man.
touching at the street, man, a icon. Girl inna me car, girl inna me van. Coulda black girl, coulda white one. Run the street like Elephant Man. Big bright link pa me right hand. Watch it Rolex pa me left one. Big gold chain pa me chest down. Run the place like Elephant Man.
Get some thick hot girl like Steph London. Jump on pan her like me a Spider-Man. Spread it out wide, make it get wider and run the place like Elephant Man. Drink a one dragon stout and water and this elephant you get a big brata and go on the hill go link me big data palm. Run the place like Elephant Man.
You see, Jamaica now, sometimes you'll be having a good conversation with Jamaica, you know, and with no notice, Jamaica just picks up itself and walks as far away from you as it possibly can. And all of us can relate to that.
Parties at Howard Johnson with ladies plural that's pouncing. No pajamas, just lounging, eating bananas and bouncing till they gush like a fountain. I pack a sack of howdy, that cloudy stuff that blurs the window. This is my single, ready to mingle. Steadied the thimble, threaded the needle, deaded the evil. Sow a few seeds, father a few people. My queen do kegels, she's oh so regal. And she drop everything when she knows that the king want a little rough love in the blood clot vehicle.
Make in the vehicle, make in the vehicle. Hold me hand, me go make me wiggle and jiggle when we get in the vehicle. Yeah, in the vehicle, make in the vehicle. Hold me hand, me go make me wiggle and jiggle when we get in the vehicle.
I allude to my prior attitude, eating grapes off plastic plates and sun, bathing in the nude. Oh yes, I digress to a place of happiness, where I'm wearing Rasta colors, kicking crackers in the chest. Oh no, don't call me rude, cause I had my cake and I ate it too. Got deja vu, me at the shrine with 30 wives like Fela Cool. Oh so fresh and they oh so new, I call them goddesses, they call me boo. Duly paid for paying dues.
Make in the vehicle, make in the vehicle. Hold me hand, me go make me wiggle and jiggle when we get in the vehicle. Yeah, in the vehicle, make in the vehicle. Hold me hand, me go make me wiggle and jiggle when we get in the vehicle.
Test system, test. Test system, test. Make it
of you, me a bother run fast. Me a like you, and a wine pon the dance. Call your virgin, I forgive me a pass. Now roll it, all I need is a chance. Bermuda them gon' show me the tune. Lock off the back pon the rhythm real soon. Gas it, throw fire pon them. Never killing messenger, just slip once again. Lock it, in position me arise. Forward on the back and get the surprise. A full majestic to know apparent disguise. Just believe what me say, don't give me them eyes. Girl, we a team, let's kick it supreme. We can Uber XL if you know what I mean. Did they ever tell you that you look like a dream? Each day a surprise, as crazy as it seems. Test system, test. Test system, test. Make it to them in Rombach way. Listen to Jah like every single day. Lightning reaction and step on this section. Full force on me heart, never break it apart. Don't even start if it don't speak art. Kill a crew, little heart, one bill on me card. Level the guards, me say some one test. No chop out your mouth, please put it to rest. Test system, test.
Small pearl, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, oh watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, oh watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, oh watch it boom. 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 Gal, bun weed and boom Bangkok. Icky me chest and pinch me six pack. Pussy soak when gal back it drop. See the share the sit down pan that. What? You make your own money weekly. What? You buy your flat screen TV. What? DVD, LCD. What? Hire your life if you want, be freaky. TikTok, don't watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Send it pussy viral, my gal. Pussy pretty like it use idol. Pat your pussy and say hi, my gal. Pussy fat no maga like spinal. Send it pussy viral, my girl. You alone can rock boy world. You alone him call me swirl. Pussy look like a look small pearl. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, don't watch it boom. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
So I think we're coming close to the end now. I've got about 3 minutes left. Oh goodness, I probably only have time for one last song. So I think just kind of trying to bring together some of the ramblings from today and talk about the now what. I think, key theme being that independence is a good seat for looking at your identity and looking at how creativity can enable you to think about what that really means for you, what you want to use it for in the future. And I think one of the areas that I've seen locally that is doing some work around that next week, would you believe it? If you head over to Civic Square next Saturday on the 16th, they got a really sick free event all day. Beyond Books, How to Fall in Love with the Future. And I think it's looking at the radical imagination, using the future and thinking about how we actually want to live, how we want to identify, what we want our homes and futures to look like. There's a lot of cool workshops by a really cool Birmingham-based organisation, Afroflux. They do work around Afrofuturism. They were at the Hip Hop Festival. They put on workshops, events. They do... what's that Brazilian dance fighting? I love it, but I can't... Capoeira! Yes, that's the one. But they'll be at the day on Saturday. So, introduction to Afrofuturism, letters to the future, sounds of Afrofuturism. Don't know why they didn't call me in. Bit rude, just kidding. Also, I am working on a research project at the moment for my dissertation, which is around Afrofuturism and how diaspora and indigenous knowledge can be connected with current, STEAM research agendas, agendas that are kind of validated in a way that creative Afrofuturist works are kind of seen as this hippie, dippy, dreamy thing, but really things like theoretical physics is still a theory, so really should be bringing the two together. But I'll be hopefully doing some participatory research and workshops around that. So look out for that, because I will need some participants or I will fail my masters and it'll be your fault. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks to everyone who stuck around or just popped in. And have a good day and stick around for the next hour. We've got Con and friends, and if it's anything like any other time he's played, you're going to be out your seat. So, see you next week. See you next month. Bye.